The leadership of Ekid People's Union, EPU, Akwa Ibom State has expressed reservations over Governor Umo Eno's terrorists label on them following their resistance against alleged illegal land dealings within the contentious Stubbs Creek Forest Reserve. Gov Eno had, during the commissioning of a model health center, Nduo Eduo in Eket Local Government Area at Christmas, accused the people of Ekid of obstructing development and exhibiting terrorism tendencies by placing a caveat emptor and resisting the routing of the proposed coastal or superhighway through the Stubbs Creek Forest Reserve. Alarmed by the governor's remarks, the EPU Board of Trustees, BOT, in an open letter endorsed by its chairman, Nduese Essien, and the secretary, Bassey Itama, on Sunday, described such comment as highly provocative and hurtful to have come from a leader. They wondered why each time Ekid people raise questions about the Stubbs Creek, which is within the bounds of the law, their action would be criminalized. According to the letter, the declaration of Ekid people as terrorists, under the guise that they are resisting the routing of a proposed coastal or superhighway through the Stubbs Creek Forest Reserve, did not entirely surprise us. Sadly, such language has become a recurring feature whenever Ekid people raise questions about the Stubbs Creek. They reminded the governor that they accommodated him in their land for over 35 years, where he built his business empire without molestation, and supported him to emerge as governor, saying it was totally unfair of him to refer to them now as terrorists because they refused their ancestral lands to be appropriated indiscriminately without due process, consultation, and compensation. On the Caveat Emptor they issued, which the governor has described as attempt to obstruct the passage of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, the BOT said it was not a call to stop development, rather a warning to private investors that illegal land racketeering was ongoing within the Stubbs Creek Forest Reserve and that ancestral land was being allocated without consultation, consent, or compensation. They said the caveat did not arise in a vacuum but prompted by repeated actions in which Ekid land within the Stubbs Creek was transferred to security agencies and private companies as though no indigenous owners existed. Such actions, if left unchallenged, would set a dangerous precedent and permanently dispossess Ekid people of their heritage. Silence, in this context, would have amounted to surrender. The letter stated, they also dismissed claims that opposition to activities in Stubbs Creek is driven by individuals, firmly defending EPU President, Dr. Samuel Udonsak. They said the President, Udonsak, acts with full authorization of the Ekid people and remains their recognized spokesman. On the legal status of Stubbs Creek, the EPU cited a 1918 Privy Council judgment affirming Ekid ownership of the swamps east of the Qua Iboe River, as well as the Akwa Ibom State Map Law of 2023, insisting that Ekid territorial rights remain valid despite the area's designation as a forest reserve. They warned that beyond legality, the environmental implications of unchecked development in Stubbs Creek are grave, describing the reserve as one of the last major forest ecosystems in the state, critical for flood control, biodiversity, and traditional livelihoods. They, therefore, urged government to toe the line of peace, cease all hostile remarks, and have genuine engagement with stakeholders, for transparent environmental and social impact assessments as well as reconsideration of any project that threatens to destroy Stubbs Creek Forest Reserve. Ekid people remain open to dialogue provided we are not expected to sign off our inalienable rights. We remain committed to peace. We remain willing partners in the development of Akwa Ibom State. But we will also remain steadfast in defending our land, our environment, and our dignity. That stance is not terrorism. It is responsible citizenship rooted in the rule of law, the letter concluded.